Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 7 in the ring, the winner by points declared by unanimous decision to the blue corner. Into the blue corner, we invite the boxer representing the Champs Team 1, Sulwa Alex.
So Maghsoudi of Iran in the red, Lee, South Korea, in the blue. He's an awkward kind of a fighter, Sang-min Lee, or at least he was in his opening encounter. He was up against a tricky sort of southpaw in Perez. I think he found it difficult stylistically. Maghsoudi looks like the kind of fighter who isn't going to use the jab too much, but is just going to try and move that head on the way in, keep a tight guard, keep that head on the move, walk his opponent down. Throws punches from that kind of mid-range or up close, and Sang-min Lee taking the outside of the ring. He's going to need that jab to try and stop him from doing it. 1-2 there from Sang-min Lee, but then just opens out, gets caught a bit square, and Maghsoudi managed to hit him with a 1-2 as he was on his way in. Good jab from Maghsoudi. I'd said earlier on that I didn't expect to see him try and jab his way in much, but he did there. Cutting off the ring fairly effectively as well. Lee just holding his feet a bit there. You're going to have to do that every now and again. Try and get the respect of Maghsoudi. Stop him just walking him down. Led off with a big left hook there, the Iranian. Didn't land, didn't even nearly land really. Lee just stepped off to his right hand side, saw that coming from a long way back. Nice right hand off the back foot there from Lee. Tight opening round. They both had their successes. Again, just fencing with the jab there, Lee. Right hand got through from Maghsoudi, but I think he managed to ride it fairly effectively there, Lee. Although it did land, jab landed there again. Maghsoudi's been on the front foot here. Enough, I think, to take this opening round. The punches he's landed, combined with the fact that he's been the aggressor, may well translate to his round win. Lee, though, has had a fair amount of success himself, actually. He's landed quite a lot. None of it's been heavy. Maghsoudi with the right hand cocked there. He was absolutely dying to throw it. Eventually did. So into the second round. He offers the glove there, Lee, and it's accepted by Maghsoudi. Doesn't have to be. Offering a glove at the start of a round is a dangerous thing to do. The other fighter could ignore it and just step straight on you if they want to. Maghsoudi trying to get on top of Sang-min Lee early in this second round, as he did in the first. He's actually got a pretty decent jab, Maghsoudi, when he chooses to use it. He doesn't choose to use it all that often. Is there a bit of damage around the right eye there? I'm not quite sure. And it just looks to me like there might have been a faint trace of blood coming from that right eye. Maybe not, possibly my eyes deceive me. Jumping across the ring almost there, Sang-min Lee. Lee just re-establishes that distance, looks for the uppercut there as Maghsoudi closed in. Wasn't far away with it. Maghsoudi with a left hand, he knew that Lee was going to skirt across the ropes away to his left and stepped across, tried to shut the door. A bit messy this second round. Maghsoudi's trying to up the tempo here, but if anything, he's kind of smothering his own work. He's a little bit over-eager. Left hand there from him, though. Again, it wasn't super clean or aesthetically all that pleasing, but I think it did land. from Lee, kind of reverse 1-2, led with the right, then poked through with the left. He was slightly off balance, but it worked. Good finish from either one of these two. Could see them take the round again. Maghsoudi's been on the front foot, but I don't think he's actually been as effective in the second round as he was in the first. He's looked more aggressive, but in terms of what he's landed, I'm not sure it's really translated. 1-2 there from Maghsoudi. Just before that, Lee had managed to land a jab. Left hand there from Maghsoudi, climbed into that one. He's thrown a few of those, right hand on the inside that I don't think have actually landed all that clean, but for the judges are ringside so far in the fight. Again, just dipping the knees as he comes forward there, Maghsoudi, and increasingly even really trying or pretending to move that head on the way in. He knows that Lee can't really hurt him. And he's happy enough, I think, at this point just to walk through him. Left hand there from Maghsoudi. He does dip the knees and just drop his height as he comes through Maghsoudi. There's not really any lateral movement. Doesn't often go side to side. Does a little bit there, just as I say it. Midway stage of round 3. Maghsoudi almost throwing himself up his feet there as he looks to try and land the left hand. Sang-Min Lee, meanwhile, went for a little walk. Off to the right hand side. And he's just been out-muscled here really, Sang-Min Lee. Increasingly so as the fight has gone on. Good combination there from Maghsoudi. Did a reasonable job of staying away from Maghsoudi, or keeping him off would be a better way of describing it. In the first round, Sang-Min Lee, that was a tight round, difficult round to score. Falling in there, Sang-Min Lee, the balance completely went, just stumbled forward and got clipped by a right hand. Since then, Maghsoudi's just worn him down, really, is what's happened. Good jab there from Maghsoudi. When he flicks that up, he's quite effective with it. Maybe he would use that more against a different fighter, but I think he knew from the early stage here that Sang-Min Lee could have hurt him. Is there a bit of damage to the eye there? I think there is, just around the left eye. Nothing major, I think it's more of a scratch and abrasion rather than a cut. 20 seconds remaining, it's not going to have any bearing on the fight. Well, it's just up in the hairline actually. It's nothing, thankfully. Two scores level heading into this final round, the other three in favour of Maghsoudi by a 2-point margin. There goes the bell, so through he goes.
And call time to get us underway. 63.5 kilogram lightweight to welterweight contest between boxers from the Korean Republic and Croatia. Lee, wearing red, has experience on the continental stage as he takes a stiff southpaw left there. First saw him in Tashkent at the Asian Championships. And lost in the preliminary stages at 64 kilograms. So since that time. Competed extensively in his homeland. Also saw him in Jordan, the Asia-Oceania qualification event where I was commentating. But was eliminated in the first preliminary round, so not able to progress through to the Olympic Games. As for Komadina, well, so much experience under his belt, the Croatian national champion. Of course, when you compete in World Series boxing, you're up against top fellow AIBA boxers over the course of 5 3-minute rounds, and he represented in that tournament during the 2018 season. Halfway through the opening round, very relaxed. Took a good right hand over the top there from Lee. Lee looking for the same shot, but it was blocked by the left glove of Komadina. Beautiful right-left combination scored by the man in blue. Physical on the inside. Lee looking to work away, but he was tied up by Komadina. And he locked his gloves beneath his elbows. Up on his toes, trying to time him with that lead right hand, and again, same tactic applied. Lee trying to demonstrate that it's not he who is doing the holding. Good movement on the back foot from Komadina to make Lee fall short, but Lee kept the attack going to pin Komadina to the ropes. But Komadina is doing a good job of tying up one or both of the hands of his opponent to prevent him working away. Again, neither man looking to work on the inside here. I mean, Lee tapping away with the right hand upstairs, but I do find that rather strange. That's an opportunity to score points and weaken your opponent to the body. But neither of them were looking to do so during the previous coming together. Just accepting the clinch, and that's the left hand which causes Lee to take a trip to the canvas. Half blocked it with his forearm, but the weight of it was sufficient that with his feet in a tangle, it's a knockdown blow. Knockdown suffered by the Korean boxer just as the bell sounded. Komadina, how he went, the knockdown to conclude the first round. So into the second round then. Komadina lands with a hard left hand before the boxers fall into one another. Come together, both men just accepting it. Neither of them looking to work on the inside, and infighting, an art in itself, of course. But neither of these boxers looking to demonstrate that, as we see here. Forearm and the heel of the glove applied by Lee on the inside. Referee from America speaking to him about that infringement. Heads come together between the southpaw and orthodox boxer. But again, sportsmanship is all very well, but again, infighting is part of the sport, and neither of these men are demonstrating that here. Good right hand on the resumption. It ended up being a trade-off between Lee and Komadina. Lee looking to get to work to both body and head. Again, midway through the second round, both boxers just appear to have some type of agreement between the two of them. Okay, when we get into this territory, we're not going to let our hands go, but there's a double right hand success from Lee. Perhaps his best portion of the contest. But again, clever tactics being demonstrated by the man from Croatia, because he's often on the blind side of the referee, has locked up one of the arms of his opponent on a regular basis. Lee looking to free himself up from the clinches Komadina is looking to employ. It's an untidy contest, this one. A minute to go in the second round. So Lee looking to target the body. Komadina perhaps slapping with his attempted southpaw left. Looking for the same shot once again. Took a forearm from the right flank of the man in red. And then for the first time, Lee perhaps tried to dig a shot to the body. These two styles not gelling to make a aesthetically pleasing contest, but again, there is plenty of commitment to win in evidence from both boxers. But why they are leaving this portion of the game unattended to, I find it surprising to say the least. Good right left, just as the 10-second clapper sounds, straight between the guard of Lee from Komadina. Good right hand landed by Lee. As Komadina's chin went up in the air. Final round we go then. Lee Jong-sung. Share of the second round for Judge A. Komadina spent an awful lot of the contest in this type of posture. So it's almost as though he's fighting in bursts when he chooses to, because every time they get into short range, it's Komadina who just ties his man up and doesn't work away, but he had his knees dipped there by that left hand to the chin. And look at how keen he is to hold on. And during the clinch, while Komadina was looking to buy himself some more time, forearms were going in, elbows were going in from Lee. And as he winds up, he's picked off by a sharp single from Komadina, who's now up on his toes and on his bike, just allowing his head to clear. He wraps his man up on the inside once again. But all of a sudden, Komadina has got a bit of a frail look about him. And Lee, desperate to get his hands out of there. I'm surprised there's not been a warning about the excessive holding, because it's venturing into that territory now for my money. A clinch is, of course, a legitimate part of the sport. And again, this time it's a left hand that checks the chin of Komadina. And he's hanging on for dear life once again. Lee trying to work away with the left hand. But Komadina, this is turning into a hug fest. Bordering on the ridiculous from the man in blue. Still just over a minute to go, and every shot that Lee is landing is having an increasingly pronounced effect on the boxing stance of Komadina, and he's clinging on like a koala bear here in the closing stages, trying to get his boxing back once again. He lands a good southpaw left, but we've been seeing this practically from the opening bell, and the referee hasn't done anything about it. I think these are spoiling tactics being applied by the man in blue. Again, clinch is a legitimate part of the game, but they have been so prevalent in this contest that it's often resembled something other than boxing. And for the most part, it's been Komadina who's been initiating the clinches. Good single shot landed by Komadina on the resumption. Heads coming together there as Lee fell in. Again, trying to free himself up to get some room for his punches. 10-second clapper, indicating the closing stages. And once again, unsurprisingly, and perhaps quite fitting that the contest ends with a clinch. And there's confirmation of a split decision victory for the man from Croatia. Komadina going through.
There's our timekeeper Poison ready with the bell. So Nikolov of Bulgaria in the red here, Kim of Korea in the blue. Nice double jab there, triple jab even from Nikolov. Leading off with a left hook there. Kim looked quite heavy, but right glove was up from Nikolov. Good sharp right there from Kim. Dipping the head and trying to close the distance there. Kim bringing off with a big lead left hook. Whenever he does throw, he's certainly putting everything into it. Nikolov has shown us that jab at the start, and I think he's going to need it. There it is, doubling up with the jab. Right hand taken on the gloves there by Kim, who just waiting for an opportunity to let loose. Good sharp 1-2 from Nikolov. That's what he needs. Throw that jab, throw that 1-2. Keep Kim turning, because what Kim is looking for is an opportunity to set himself and then throw big shots. There's that jab. He was just creeping in there, Kim. The jab just made him take a step back, reset, and again there, nice 1-2 from Nikolov, and this is how he wins this fight. He just keeps it on the outside, keeps Kim turning, keeps him moving, throw that simple jab, 1-2. Kim's got to do a little bit more here in terms of trying to get inside that jab. A little feint there, but he's not moving his head. 1-2 just hits him again as he comes forward. He's just walking in really, with that guard quite high most of the time. There's the jab, you just see the head just snap back and it takes away any rhythm he's got, any momentum he's got. Again with the jab there, Nikolov. Lazy with the right hand there, Nikolov, and Kim came back with the left hand. It's the final 30 seconds of round 1. Right to the body, Nikolov. Kim goes to the body with the left, and this is kind of more like it for him. It's the kind of range he needs to be at, but Nikolov again there just looks for the jab, takes a step off to his left. Slightly better towards the end of the round here, Kim, but that was a good round for. So it's the second round quickly. Fires up the 1-2 there, Nikolov. Again, same thing. Just moving around that outer circle in the ring, if you like. Kim has got to try and cut the ring off on Nikolov. Himself with a big, huge lead left hook there, but pumping out that jab there, Nikolov. It lands almost every single time he throws it. King just dipping to his left, looking for that big overhand right. And punch off any kind of base. 1-2 again there from Nikolov, just crashes through that guard midway through round 2. Now it is difficult to see how Ichai Kim can turn this one around. He's got to land something big and really hurt Nikolov, because I don't think he's going to change his approach. I'm not sure he can. That big overhand right there from Kim, that did land. Right hand there from Kim. Nikolov has just got to keep those feet moving. He doesn't need to be standing in front of Kim. Just keep jabbing. Majority majority of the clean punches that have been landed by him. So he needs something big here in the final 3 minutes. Gichai Kim, he's in the blue, boxing for Korea. Christian Nikolov is in the red, boxing for Bulgaria. He just needs to keep it simple, keep doing what he's been doing. Keep Kim moving, keep him turning, don't stand in front of him. Use that jab and that 1-2. Doesn't need to tangle with him close up, or at least needs to try and prevent it. Kim will try and bring the heat to him as much as he can in this last round. But he needs a 10-8. He needs to win the round with those two judges who've got it 19-19. Then he needs to turn one of those 28 teams into a 28-28. Courtesy of a 10-8 round, and then get the nod from that judge on judges' decisions, and that's how he could win this fight. He's turned southpaw here, Nikolov, for the first time. Just changing it up. Left hand to the body was decent. Could be a sign that he's tiring a little bit. Not necessarily, but could be. Just deciding that the switch of stance might just befuddle Kim a little bit here. Fairly effective though as a left-hander, Nikolov. Kim kind of steaming forward, head down. The referee just warning him about that. Good jab. Nice southpaw jab. Effective left hand just a couple of seconds before that as well. Again, just catching Kim on the way in, and this has been another Nikolov round for me so far. Seconds. Switch southpaw about a minute into this final round. Goes back orthodox right at the very end. There is. Nikolov gets it by unanimous decision, so the judges all gave that final round to him.
So we're underway then. 86-kilogram cruiserweight action between boxers from India and the Korean Republic. Boxer wearing red, operating out of the southpaw stance, just 20 years of age from the Jaipur area of India. There's Lakshya Chahar, part of a full-strength, 13-strong Indian boxing team. His opponent is Kim Hyung-kyu, the man wearing blue, 29 years of age. 7 men make up the boxing team of the Korean Republic. Chahar comes to the ring as the reigning national champion of India. Kim took the Continental title in 2019. The Continental event held in Bangkok in Thailand. Attempted to qualify for the Olympics, but lost to Hussein Hashesh. Saw his brother Zayad eliminate the Olympic champion earlier in the day in the 71-kilogram light middleweight division. But it was Hussein Hashesh who eliminated Kim from contention in the Olympic qualification tournament in Amman in Jordan. Right hand was scored against the southpaw by Kim just a few moments ago. Right jab scores, and then the heads come together as the southpaw and orthodox boxers clash midway through this opening round. Better shot of that exchange from the Indian boxer once again. Good right uppercut to the body, landed by Kim after Chahar was off the mark, but there's a good southpaw left. It was countered by a right hand to the body from Kim, and there's the same shot once again, followed by a left hook to the head. He's targeted that right hand to the body to good effect in the preceding 30 seconds or so. Has Kim. Targeting the torso Kim from Chahar. There's a nice right left, which gets in between the defenses of Kim. Right hand success once again. And there's the same shot once more. Using his right hand very well indeed is Kim. Against the southpaw boxer from India. Clash of heads, and Kim has stopped boxing, and so well within his rights. Chahar paused forwards and whipped the left hand to the body. Now Kim still complaining as he got a cut in the hairline. He was complaining about it for some time, but that's what the referee is in there to do. And it's a bad cut that is being sustained on the forehead. Caused by an accidental clash of heads, and again we're at pains to point out that when a southpaw and orthodox boxer share the ring, there's always an increased likelihood that the heads will clash. Well, Kim, to his credit, must have seen the blood and was pawing at his own forehead to see whether it was his, but it is in fact up on the hairline of Chahar. The referee is happy, the doctor is happy for the contest to continue. Injury occurred. Have to get confirmation from the referee whether it was caused, the cut was worsened by a punch or a clash of heads. An aggressive start to begin the third and final round from Kim. It was almost as though he was spurred on by the injury that had been sustained by his opponent after that clash between the southpaw and orthodox in between rounds. So an accidental clash. Well, bit of confusion there because it's being called RSC, which means that the punch which was caused by a clash of heads has been worsened. The cut which was caused by a clash of heads this 86 kilogram cruiserweight contest is in the second preliminary round, the round of 16. Here at the World Championships in Belgrade. It's between boxers from Brazil and Korea. The man wearing red, Machado, Olympic quarter-finalist from earlier this summer, completing his second bout here in Belgrade 2021. The man wearing blue is also competing in his second contest. A counter left hook off the ropes is a beautiful shot landed by Machado. That is Kim Hyung-kyu of Korea. Fourth appearance at the World Championships for Kim, having boxed Baku 2011, Kazakhstan 2013, and Doha, Qatar in 2015. As for Machado, it's his second appearance, having competed in Yekaterinburg 2 years ago, where he was eliminated in in the second preliminary round by the eventual gold medalist Behzod Nurdaletov of Kazakhstan. Just prior to that World Championships, he came away with a Pan Am Games silver medal. Julio Cesar La Cruz, boxer of that caliber. To see him denied Pan Am Games gold during his run in the Olympics, he was very impressive indeed, losing on a 3-2 split to the eventual silver medalist Ben Whittaker of Great Britain in the semi-final. A very composed boxer, and has a real ability just to operate at a tempo that suits his style. Tidy left hook attempt from Machado, saw him land almost with the crook of his elbow. But very patient, very economical with his punch output, and his accuracy is invariably high, just as he's demonstrating there, almost right on cue. Plenty of patience, waiting, feinting, and he'll burst into life with either a single or a combination. And he's so quick and so well timed that it often finds a mark. Perhaps one way to slow down the man's explosive movements. Right hand slammed into the body by Kim. So the referee reminding both boxers that they are to take heed of his commands and not continue to fight after the command of stop. Closing seconds of the opening round. Oh, the heads come together forcefully there. And Kim, on his round of 32 contest against Lakshya Chahar of India, was stopped after an accidental clash of heads caused an injury. We're going to the second round then. I mentioned the fact that Kim Hyong-kyu, as he's put on the end of a left jab, his first World Championships was 10 years ago in Baku in 2011. That same year, he took continental gold, prevailing in the Asian Championships when it was in his hometown, his home country of Korea, in Incheon, just outside Seoul, Greater Seoul. Furious exchange, Kim celebrating what he feels was a success. And he stood on top of the continental rostrum once again. 8 years later, what a check left hook from Machado, and again timing it magnificently, and then following up with jabs without reply. To his credit, Kim jabbing his way back into contention after it was a brilliant portion of the round for Machado. He continues just to operate patiently. Almost a rhythmic rocking. Moves in and out, sometimes with the feet, often with the head, always moving something, Machado. And that left hook was the most eye-catching shot of the entire contest. Hard right hand driven into the ribs, just around the serratus area from Machado, who really does pick his punches well. But to his credit, Kim came right back after he was put on the end of that left hook, which was followed by a couple of jabs. Going after his man once again, you see, so committed to that attack that the heads came dangerously close together. After he was off the mark, he fell in. Machado spoken to about keeping his head up. So 2 minutes gone, hot, that's a good left hand driven into the body by Kim. Counter left hand on the reverse 1-2, the scoring shot from Machado. Short of the mark, but then as his man came in, he scored with a good right hand to that same area around Kim's ribcage. Could well be feeling those shots in between rounds. Clipping right hand landed on the inside from Kim. Both boxers really loading up with their punches now. Both men finding the range also. Jab to the body, blocked by the elbows of Kim. What a counter, right hand, left hook. Beautiful reverse 1-2. The backhand came first, and then the left hook slammed home right onto the... So we go into the third and final round then. Machado, who's already occupied top spot for global podium championships, was commentating on the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires when he boxed his way to the gold medal in the 75 kilogram middleweight division with a series of terrific displays. Here he is in his second senior world championships, acquitting himself very well indeed. Measuring his man, but Kim blocking the shot effectively. Comes back looking for a lead right hand, does Kim. You see his chin is often an open target because he holds it up in the air and elects to drop his hands. And against a fighter who is explosive with his feet and fists, as Machado, I think that's a rather dangerous tactic, as demonstrated by Machado in the second round on a couple of occasions, because he's able to close the distance in a flash, despite just appearing to be a rather lolloping figure. In languid fashion, when he's beyond punching range, he uncoils and strikes like a cobra. Move from beyond punching range to punching range in a flash. Good two-shot salvo to the body from Kim. As Machado, tucking up behind his gloves and forearms, takes another right hand to the body. He shakes his head contemptuously, but that's a scoring shot from Kim. Machado's accuracy just off the mark there, and Kim can drop his hands and remain out of the pocket, but he's not scoring and needs a massive final round because he's trailing by 20 points to 18 for judges 2, 3, 4 and 5, and by 20 points to 17 for judge 1 after that observer returned a 10-8 scorecard. Body shot success once again from Kim. Oh, that's a nice right uppercut through the middle. So Machado, well, remember, these are 86 kilogram cruiserweight boxers. They're going to be punching with a fair amount of weight, and Kim is a very explosive puncher indeed. Hard right hand scored, perhaps the best scoring shot of the final round from Machado, who's really taken his foot off the gas here. And if Kim was shaken up in the closing stages of that second round by the reverse 1-2, the right hand left hook, well, I imagine that he's recovered from that inconvenience fully. But Machado, boxing as though he's mindful of the contests that lie ahead. He'll be through to the quarter-final stage, one win away from the medal podium. The sound of the 10-second clapper indicates to Kim and indeed Machado that he's running out of time in which to score the knockout shot. But as I mentioned, Victor Shellstrata so Keno Machado absolutely delighted at having been declared a unanimous points victor. 2 scorecards of 29-28.
Kind of lean fighter, elusive, good feet, boxes mostly off the back foot. Sam Yongham is trying to come forward, which Oumiha won't be unhappy about. For the body there, the Korean. Short right hand there from Oumiha, and again a couple of lefts. He's got real sharp hands. The punches don't travel all that far most of the time. Good examples there, but he's got quick hands. Into a left hook there. Caught on the gloves, nailing. Look for the uppercut there. Oumiha. Jab comes in from Ham. Oumiha again just trying to find space for that right hand up the middle, that uppercut. Maybe he's seen something. Feels that the Korean is open to it. He is walking in. Does lean in a little bit. Fighter in red. Looking aggressive, trying to bring the heat here to Oumiha, trying to put him under some pressure. No respect of reputation here. Sang Myung-ham. Started boxing very young, Oumiha. years old, had a motorcycle accident actually whilst he was on holiday in July 2018. That took a little bit of recovering from. Right to the body there from Oumiha. Nice 1-2. Hand with a left to the body. He's doing pretty well here actually, Sang-Myong Ham. He's having some successes. Oumiha is having more success, I would say, of the two. Right hand there from Oumiha as he moved away to his left, just threw that right. He's trying to bring the heat here, Ham, and at times doing a pretty good job of it. Every now and again he just tends to follow Oumiha around the ring a bit. But for the most part, he's had a pretty good round here, I think, the fighter in red, given who he's up against. The golfing experience between the two of them. That was, generally speaking, what tended to happen throughout the course of that round. Again, just caught with the right hand there as he tried to close in on the ropes. Just sticking out that left hand there, Oumiha, looking to try. Measured for the right, looking for the uppercut. Attempted the uppercut a couple of times in the first round. Hasn't quite managed to get it through. Ham's just squeezed it out, dropped those elbows on it. Right to the body for Oumiha then. Looked like he was going to roll out to his right and didn't, stayed where he was. Right hand for Oumiha as Ham tried to take a step across to his left hand side and block him in. Let's go with that left hand. Every now and again he just throws a little bit wildly. Ham is so keen to get hold of Oumiha and catch him. When he throws that jab, tries to set it up off the back of the jab, that's when he looks like he might have more success. Ham, good movement from him there. Just offering the head there, Oumiha, then pulling it back. Throws the right hand. He's one of those fighters where he always looks like he's in range, Oumiha, a lot of the time, because that's the pose he strikes. He's just offering up that head. It makes it look like his weight is heavily on the front foot, when actually it isn't. Because he's just bending at the waist, hinging at the waist. To lean in with that head, as I say, offer it up as a target, try and get you to go for it, fall short, and then he'll counter. Nice couple of punches there, followed by right hand from Oumiha. 1-2 on the inside, then the right hand. Final few seconds of round two. There's that uppercut that he's been looking for. And round two has been similar to round one. The clean punching, the better punching has come from Oumiha. Increasingly, as we've got towards the end of the round here, even that cheeky little right hand lead there wasn't much on that at all, but it landed. Unless there's a huge disparity in scoring, but it's unlikely, you would have to say that. But he's done well, I think, Sang-Myong Ham, up against a really good operator, a very, very experienced fighter, and he stuck to his task. Looking to try and cut that ring off, as I say, get up close, keep that head on the move on the way in, move in behind the jab, looks for the right hand there, Ham. with the jab, trying to sink that uppercut in. Good watch this fight. As I said, in Ham you've got someone who's really tried to bring it, tried to put the pressure on. Has not looked overawed by the task ahead of him at all. He's done his thing in good fashion to good effect, and he's had to, because keeping off his game here, then Ham, I think, could have exploited him. Shortly right for Ham. Well into the last minute. And Sofiane go through here. And he will be against the fighter we just saw, William Tanko. That could be an interesting fight, actually. I think Tanko really fancy that, putting his wits against somebody like Oumiha. Both good movers, different kinds of ways. Well, there goes the bell. So Oumiha takes it by 5 cards.
In is the referee. He called time to get this contest underway. It's an all-Asian encounter. Two boxers from Korea and Kazakhstan. A taller boxer operating out of their southpaw stance is Kim In-kyu, 28 years of age. His opponent is just 20. Makhmud Sabyrkhan. Maximum size, 13 deep Kazakhstan boxing team. He's got to try and find a way to get inside the reach of his much taller opponent. First senior world championship appearance for the man who has just scored with a long right hand to the body. That's the more compact Sabyrkhan. Oh, and a left jab causes Kim In-kyu to become disorganized. Took a trip to the canvas. I think the lead legs tangled, to be fair, but again, a left jab did catch the southpaw while the legs were entwined. No knockdown, and the contest resumes. Both of these men stood on a world championship podium before. Third appearance for Kim In-kyu in 2017. He was a bronze medalist, winning 3 contests out of 4 in the 52-kilogram division. And a year later, in the World Youth Championships, it was a bronze medal finish for Sabyrkhan. Terrific use of the feet from Sabyrkhan. Look at that, so characteristic of some outstanding Kazakh boxers down the years. And look at the pot shot successes he's having as he's bobbing and weaving in the pocket. There was an exchange, but look at the work through the middle from this comparatively diminutive, speedy little boxer. Terrific work. Daring his man to let his hands go, but then using quick feet to close the distance. Wonderful variety, and it was a terrific portion of the round for Sabyrkhan. Nice right uppercut before disengaging from Sabyrkhan. Again, rapier, quick left hand. My goodness, that is rapid. And despite his advantage in height and range and reach, Kim has been beaten to the punch on a fairly consistent basis through this portion of the round. Same once again. Triggering off first was Kim, but the counter from the man in blue is lightning quick. Left hand to the body from Kim may be an attempt to try and slow the man down, but then he was countered by a shot underneath. And look at the success. There's left jabs and right crosses coming out of the orthodox stance from this brilliant little switch hitter. terrific display. Spins off the line to get back to the space of center ring. Closing seconds of round number 1. Now he's operating as a southpaw, uses the shoulder to protect that chin. On the receiving end of most of them, which found a home during that successful period of the round. So we go into the second round then. That World Championship bronze in 2017 made his debut in Sabyrkhan's homeland in the 2013 edition of the AIBA World Boxing Championships. Quarter-finalist down at 49 kilograms on that occasion. Sabyrkhan looking to increase the tempo once again. Well, any boxing aficionado, look at the head of Kim being jolted back again when he's letting his hands go before his punch is fully extended. You see the head snapping backwards. Such is the speed of Sabyrkhan, and he's closing the distance from going out of range, and he's in range. All of that happening while Kim is looking for his own shots. It's breathtaking to behold from Sabyrkhan. Scoring to both body and head with every punch in the book. Look at the disorganization he's bringing about on Kim. His hand was outside of the ropes, then he was worked over to the body. He's trying to find a range, but again, Sabyrkhan, such a small target. Here he was caught by a corkscrew right hand, but the overwhelming success coming from the man in blue. This is remarkable to behold. Lightning quick. And given the disparity in size, you can see that he's got a terrific set of wheels on him, has Sabyrkhan, as he scores with a reverse 1-2 out of the orthodox stance. One wonders whether he could actually move down in weight. You can see against the towering figure of Kim, he's actually making an asset of his lack of inches. Because he's very difficult to tag cleanly. Dips at the knees, bobs, weaves, rolls. Working the man to body and head once again, maintaining a terrific pace. With 2 minutes 20 gone in this opening round, Kim reduced to swinging and missing. Cannot find a target against this elusive Kazakh switch hitter. Beautiful right hand again, twice. And there's a vocal Kazakhstan contingent in attendance here at the Stark Arena. They've got a loud hailer. Left hand success from Kim, but he's cutting a rather frustrated figure here now. Better of that exchange going in favor of the man in blue once again. Right uppercut, left hook are successful shots from Sabyrkhan. Oh my goodness, a perfect punctuation point to conclude the round then. And Kim In-kyu has conceded both rounds, completed unanimously. 10-9 across the board in the first round. 2 scorecards of 10-8 returned in round number 2. He is trailing by some distance as Sabyrkhan scores with a 2-shot salvo to the body, but that, what we just saw there, has been Kim In-kyu's night in a nutshell, made to miss and then picked off by a single southpaw left. Right hand on an upward trajectory from this man who explodes upwards like he's springing out of a jack-in-the-box. It's been a brilliant display, one to take the breath away, and Kim In-kyu, well, he's still going for it. You have to credit the man's commitment, but every time he lets his hands go, look at the price he's paying. Flicking shots coming out from the belt line, and just catching the man, just like that right jab there. Blistering speed of hand and foot from Makhmud Sabyrkhan. 4 national titles coming at each of the classifications available to him. Schoolboy title back in 2015, junior title in 2017. He tagged his man cleanly once again. A youth title 2 years ago, followed by his first senior title last year. Was eliminated in the first preliminary round of the Asian Senior Championships in Dubai. Here he is on the senior global stage for the first time. And he is acquitting himself magnificently. Good right hand to the body by Kim. Again, it's such a difficult target to try and pick off. If you didn't know any better, you would think that this is a catchweight contest, and these two boxers are from different weight divisions. Look at the price Kim has to pay as he landed that roundhouse right. Uppercut is a beautiful shot, and Kim, well, he's being bamboozled here. All angled attack being produced by Sabyrkhan. And I think that Kim could grow another set of arms and would still have trouble fending off these attacks. They're coming from such a variety of angles and at such blistering speed, like that left hand there. His chin has been touched up repeatedly, Kim In-kyu, but he's still in there competing, and the man deserves immense credit for that. He's showing plenty of toughness, no little desire, and unquenchable fighting spirit in his bid to progress through to the round of 16 in the bantamweight division. But it's not his night or his afternoon, because it's the afternoon session. And there is confirmation of a unanimous point decision verdict for Makhmud Sabyrkhan. Look at the margin of victory. No warnings were issued in this contest, but such...
So there goes the bell into the first round. Kim of Korea setting up in the southwest stance there in red. Congo of Ecuador in the blue, orthodox. Different physically, these two. Very, very solid. Congo, as I said, for a super heavyweight, is agile. He's in good shape. You can see that there. Nothing on him really. Someone in this top division. Just holding the center of the ring there, looking to pounce when he sees an opening. Congo circumspect in the opening stages here. Down. Nothing really landed just yet. A big hook there, Kim. Extraction step there from Congo then. So the right hand down the middle landed that, but Kim came back with a left straight down the centre. In that kind of situation where they're in that sort of clinch, Kim needs to try and get the top of Congo a bit. Just showing who's stronger, grab him and see if he can walk him to the ropes and just throw him around a bit. That's the referee now anyway. Korea. Through there, both of them just raising their gloves. No particular reason. Left hand, big left hand up from the waist, and I think that might just have clicked the top of the head there of Congo. The bigger, cleaner punches have come from Kim in this round so far. Just finding Congo on the way in. Congo's jabbing the gloves. He's got to keep Kim turning and moving. That's what he did well against Katev. Katev was a huge opponent, physically different to Kim, tall and just massive. He kept it turning, kept him moving, came in with that jab from the outside, got back out again. Now Kim's got much quicker hands, but he isn't the fastest on his feet, you wouldn't say. So it's the second round. Kim needs this round now. 4-1 down after the first. because they came in together as they were swinging, and there was no room really to punch effectively, and so probably a couple did stray around the back there. Nice 1-2 there from Congo. Good distance on that. Good with his 1-2, but didn't make contact with that one. Gloves of Congo did their job. To the uppercut. Fighting from Ecuador, and Kira steps in with that long left hand again. That's what he looks to throw most of the time. Does it again now. The weight just came forward a little bit over the top of the front foot, and he lunged in slightly. Better balance about the second one. Congo, I think, just sunk into the ropes and managed to stay out of the way of it. Raising that right club to claim the scoring, never really from computer punch scoring days. See fighters do that often like that. Good right hand on the move there from Congo. First fight of the tournament after a walkover against Alex in the previous round. Congo meanwhile got a win over Alex Examined in Moldova. Nice left hand off the back foot there from just gave that ground. Kim on the way in. Just through the right hand. And go Kim with the 1-2, the left hand. Just something to the midriff, possibly landed. Minute gone in round 3, just stooping into the jab, almost there. The fighter in red, and happy to use the outside of the ring here, as he has been at regular intervals in this one so far. Which isn't something he generally does. Usually it comes winging in from wide. He puts plenty behind it. If he did catch you with it, then it would be a serious problem. But Congo's got good feet, good reactions, defensively sound. He's managed to stay back out of the way. He's not taking any risks in this final round. Congo, that was a decent right hand from him though there. I think the left might have gone just before that from Kim. He knows that. This one on the cards, and just needs to keep doing what he's doing really. Doesn't need to take any particular risks. Blue corner gets it, and two of the judges going Kim's way in that final round, so it's